Well, it sounds so simple, but it can make a big difference in so many areas of your health and wellness. Drink water and more of it. It's true for young and old, boys and girls across the board. Here to talk more about the importance of the H2O and to tell us about a new Water's Cool at School program is Dr. Phil Wenk with Delta Dental. And Dr. Wenk, great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you calling and inviting us.
Well, certainly when we talk about this year, the stress really has been seen in so many different industries, and I understand that's true certainly in the dental industry as well.
Probably more than you would think. You know, for years people have complained with problems with their ears hurting and their jaws getting sore. That's caused by a lot of times by a process called bruxism. So grinding your teeth at night, clenching your teeth at night. But what they're finding is in this time of stress and also in the time of isolation, people have a tendency to do that more and more during the day. And that historically has not been the time when you saw a lot of this happen. So the muscles in your face are very small, but they're very tender. And so if you clench or grind it in an enormous amount of time, it's surprising long-term what that'll do. But one of the most common things to do is break your teeth. I mean, your teeth will actually crack from the stress.
Wow. And you say there are some small things that we can do to sort of break those habits, or things we can do to at least help lessen the severity.
Yeah, pretty simple, much like today. I mean, I'm looking at you and you look lovely standing up there, but a lot of us are spending time doing exactly what you and I are doing right now, sitting in front of a screen all day long, because suddenly our work habits have changed and we're at home. And so instead of being able to get up and interact with other people in your work space, or to be able to talk to other people and do the things that you would do to break stress, now we're stuck looking at this and all day long, and there's no personal interactivity that typically will help with that stress deal. So a couple of things you can do. Number one, get up out of your chair and walk around the room, move around a little bit. People don't brux, or it's uncommon for people to brux or clench if they're up, standing, and especially if they're walking. Those two things seem pretty simple, but they're pretty straightforward. And the other thing is, and I think this is more surprising than you would think, take time for yourself. You need to get away from looking at this screen all day long. You need to get away, and you need to, if you want to go outside, walk around, do those things that just change just looking at the mundane, boring isolation things you do. You think about prisoners in prison who get in trouble. What do? They put them in isolation. So we've isolated people who are not used to being isolated and force them into situations where they're uncomfortable, because by nature we are gregarious, interactive species.
Some good advice there. And you also talk about the importance of water and what that can do for our overall wellness and health.
Well, in growing up, one of the things that we were all trained is that you need to drink a lot of water. You should have an amount of water every single day. That's always a surprising amount. But with the world the way it's changed now, you walk into places where you would normally get go to a water fountain. Those are closed.
Right.
So they're not there. So now you got kids at school with no access to water. And so what we're doing is we want to put in those sanitary stations that I know everybody has seen. So most all of us have our little water bottle that we start in the morning, and we drink 1 or 2 or 3 of those throughout the day. So the question is, how do you refill them, and where do you refill them? So what we're going to do is we're going to begin to provide these stations where you just put your water bottle underneath, and it automatically fills it up with purified water.
We have one of those here at the station, and it is a very popular place. And of course, going through this pandemic, we realize now more than ever how important they are.
You really do. And the thing is, you also think, and we don't sell any water, so we won't go into it, but bottled water is very expensive. So if you were to drink 3 or 4 bottles of water every day, you'd be talking about anywhere from $5 to $10 per person. That's an expensive amount of money for situations the way they are right now. And so we just think this is a good way to give back to the community, and certainly to address the needs that a lot of children will have in schools, and that's to get access to water that they can drink.
That's wonderful. And they have until the end of the month, I understand, too, to apply for this grant?
They do. The deadline is Monday, November the 30th, and you know, it's for elementary schools. We're starting at elementary schools. This is a program that we put in because we want to give back to the communities across the state, which we do in a myriad of ways. But this is another thing, and this goes directly to education, and so that's a very important part of our mantra here, because we're of the opinion that an educated society is a healthy society. So kids who get the best education, or kids that wind up in school, they need to have access to water. Remember too, you know, we're in the business of trying to lower the number of cavities that people have. The more water you drink, the less you drink other things, like things that have sugar in them. And we certainly are anti those. Mm-hmm. So we love the idea that people will fill up on water and not fill up on sweetened drinks.
Yeah, as a parent, I love that idea too. Great program. Water is cool at school. Great to chat with you. Thank you so much for the information.
Amy, it's been a pleasure, and thank you for taking time to talk to us this morning. Good. Hello to everybody in the Tri-Cities area for us.
All right. Well, thank you. You stay well. We'll give everybody the website if you would like to apply. Again, they're looking at elementary schools to put these in. Here is the website that you can start that process, and that application is due by the end of the month.